Title: Khartoum Chaos, 17 lives lost in violent airstrike, even children not spared. TLDR: Violence in Sudan's capital, Khartoum, escalates as an airstrike claims the lives of 17 people, including 5 innocent children. The scuffle between military generals and the Rapid Support Forces, RSF, ramps up with this gruesome event, leaving us questioning, who is really running Sudan? Digging deeper. Sudan's capital, Khartoum, woke up to a nightmare last Saturday when a catastrophic airstrike demolished its peaceful morning. An unimaginable tragedy where 17 people, including 5 children, lost their lives. Why so many young lives in a country already steeped in conflict? The military and the ISF are pointing fingers, but who unleashed this devastating act remains a mystery. Were it aircrafts or drones? The question here isn't the means, but the motive. Are power and control worth the lives of innocent citizens? The ongoing conflict between the country's military leaders and the ISF kicked off around mid-April. A toxic cocktail of power-hungry generals and paramilitary forces. But as the stakes rise, are the people of Sudan paying the price? The targeted area? Yormak neighborhood, a military stronghold. The result? 25 homes destroyed, families shattered, an unknown number of women and the elderly perished, and countless injured. Was this a strategic hit or reckless endangerment of lives? On the brighter side, local groups such as the Emergency Room are stepping up, organizing humanitarian aid, and helping the wounded. A beacon of hope, or a desperate cry for international intervention? And while the ISF cries foul, accusing the military's aircraft of conducting the fatal bombing, one must wonder, in the smoke and mirrors of war, who do we believe? Penning down the crisis. The chaos stemming from this conflict has displaced more than 2.2 million people, converting peaceful urban areas into dystopian battlefields. A home should be a sanctuary, not a front line, right? In the midst of all this, Darfur is also bearing the brunt of the conflict. With Arab militias known as Janjaweed recently joining the ISF, the situation seems to only worsen. Does this mean an all-out war in Sudan? Earlier this week, the shocking abduction and killing of West Darfur Governor Khamis Abdullah Abkar further escalated the situation. With allegations flying and fingers pointing at the ISF, it's clear that the smoke hasn't settled yet. Is this the tip of the iceberg or the countdown to a full-blown crisis? Disclaimer: this article does not endorse any views or actions by the parties involved in the conflict. Turned Up News is not responsible for any decisions or actions taken based on the information provided. So, we leave you with this food for thought: when will the international community step in to halt Sudan's spiral into violence and chaos? Can we afford to ignore the innocent lives at stake for much longer? Or are we just bystanders in the slow destruction of a nation?